fluke, we were built for this. Top dog talk, yeah, we live that script. Only one throne when the tires grip. HVRL championship. Hands on the wheel for the focus shift. First place pace in my pulse and wrist. Only one throne when the tires grip. Gridlock, engines hum like a prayer. Name on the banner, but it's war in the air. I don't chase, I race, let them taste that dust. Every turn, every burn, that's earned, that's trust. See the flag man twitch, whole world goes quiet. Soon as we launch, crowd roars like a riot. I'm past last year, I'm past last lap. I want that chip on the dash, not cap. Yeah. HVRL championship. Ain't no fluke, we were built for this. Top dog talk, yeah, we live that script. Only one throne when the tires grip. HVRL championship. Hands on the wheel for the focus shift. First place pace in my pulse and wrist. Only one throne when the tires grip. Who do you ride for? Name on your suit, on your side door. When it's white knuckle, wide course. Do you fold or you slide more? It's that last lap, lungs tight, clear mind. Either break or you break through the fear line. HVRL championship. Ain't no fluke, we were built for this. Top dog talk, yeah, we live that script. Only one throne when the tires grip. HVRL championship. Hands on the wheel for the focus shift. First place pace in my pulse and wrist. Only one throne when the tires grip, yeah. HVRL championship level. Only room at the top, baby. Yeah. Pull up to the line, chrome glow, sun low. Numbers on the board, whole crowd in the chokehold. Best of the best in the pit, that's a knife fight. You can feel the pressure in the breeze when the lights white. Hard in my throat, but the hands stay steady. Mind like a map, every curve, every levy. They talk crowns, I'm just talking about laps. Cause legends get built in the gaps, they collapse. Hey. HVRL championship. Ain't no fluke, we were built for this. Top dog talk, yeah, we live that script. Only one throne when the tires grip. HVRL championship. Hands on the wheel for the focus shift. First place pace in my pulse and wrist. Only one throne when the tires grip. Gridlock, engines hum like a prayer. Name on the banner, but it's war in the air. I don't chase, I race, let them taste that dust. Every turn, every burn, that's earned, that's trust. See the flag man twitch, whole world goes quiet. Soon as we launch, crowd roars like a riot. I'm past last year, I'm past last lap. I want that chip on the dash, not cap. Yeah. HVRL championship. Ain't no fluke, we were built for this. Top dog talk, yeah, we live that script. Only one throne when the tires grip. HVRL championship. Hands on the wheel for the focus shift. First place pace in my pulse and wrist. Only one throne when the tires grip. Who do you ride for? Name on your suit, on your side door. When it's white knuckle, wide course. Do you fold or you slide more? It's that last lap, lungs tight, clear mind. Either break or you break through the fear line. HVRL championship. Ain't no fluke, we were built for this. Top dog talk, yeah, we live that script. Only one throne when the tires grip. HVRL championship. Hands on the wheel for the focus shift. First place pace in my pulse and wrist. Only one throne when the tires grip, yeah. HVRL championship level. Only room at the top, baby. Yeah. Pull up to the line, chrome glow, sun low. Numbers on the board, whole crowd in the chokehold. Best of the best in the pit, that's a knife fight. You can feel the pressure in the breeze when the lights white. Hard in my throat, but the hands stay steady. Mind like a map, every curve, every levy. They talk crowns, I'm just talking about laps. Cause legends get built in the gaps, they collapse. Hey. HVRL championship. Ain't no fluke, we were built for this. Top dog talk, yeah, we live that script. Only one throne when the tires grip. HVRL championship. Hands on the wheel for the focus shift. First place pace in my pulse and wrist. Only one throne when the tires grip. Gridlock, engines hum like a prayer. Name on the banner, but it's war in the air. I don't chase, I race, let them taste that dust. Every turn, every burn, that's earned, that's trust. See the flag man twitch, whole world goes quiet. Soon as we launch, crowd roars like a riot. I'm past last year, I'm past last lap. I want that chip on the dash, not cap. Yeah. HVRL championship. Ain't no fluke, we were built for this. Top dog talk, yeah, we live that script. Only one throne when the tires grip. HVRL Hands on the wheel for the focus shift. First place pace in my pulse and wrist. Only one throne when the tires. Who do you ride for? Name on your suit on your side door. When it's white knuckle wide course, do you fold or you slide more? It's that last lap, lungs tight, clear mind. Either break or you break through the fear line. HVRL championship, ain't no fluke, we were built for this. Top dog talk, yeah, we live that script. Only one throne when the tires grip. HVRL championship, hands on the wheel for the focus shift. First place pace in my pulse and wrist. Only one throne when the tires grip, yeah. HVRL championship level. Top, baby. Yeah. Pull up to the line, chrome glow, sun low. Numbers on the board, whole crowd in a chokehold. Best of the best in the pit, that's a knife fight. You can feel the pressure in the breeze when the lights white. Hard in my throat, but the hands stay steady. Mind like a map, every curve, every levy. They talk crowns, I'm just talking about laps. Cause legends get built in the gaps, they collapse. Hey. HVRL championship, ain't no fluke, we were built for this. Top dog talk, yeah, we live that script. Only one throne when the tires grip. HVRL championship, hands on the wheel for the focus shift. First place pace in my pulse and wrist. Only one throne when the tires grip. Gridlock, engines hum like a prayer. Name on the banner, but it's war in the air. I don't chase, I race, let them taste that dust. Every turn, every burn, that's earned, that's trust. See the flagman twitch, whole world goes quiet. Soon as we launch, crowd roars like a riot. I'm past last year, I'm past last lap. I want that chip on the dash, not cap. Yeah. HVRL championship, ain't no fluke, we were built for this. Top dog talk, yeah, we live that script. Only one throne when the tires grip. HVRL championship, hands on the wheel for the focus shift. First place pace in my pulse and wrist. Only one throne when the tires grip. Who do you ride for? Name on your suit on your side door. When it's white knuckle wide course, do you fold or you slide more? It's that last lap, lungs tight, clear mind. Either break or you break through the fear line. HVRL championship, ain't no fluke, we were built for this. Top dog talk, yeah, we live that script. Only one throne when the tires grip. HVRL championship, hands on the wheel for the focus shift. First place pace in my pulse and wrist. Only one throne when the tires grip, yeah. HVRL championship level. Only room at the top, baby. Yeah. Pull up to the line, chrome glow, sun low. Numbers on the board, whole crowd in a chokehold. Best of the best in the pit, that's a knife fight. You can feel the pressure in the breeze when the lights white. Hard in my throat, but the hands stay steady. Mind like a map, every curve, every levy. They talk crowns, I'm just talking about laps. Cause legends get built in the gaps, they collapse. Hey. HVRL championship, ain't no fluke, we were built for this. Top dog talk, yeah, we live that script. Only one throne when the tires grip. HVRL championship, hands on the wheel for the focus shift. First place pace in my pulse and wrist. Only one throne when the tires grip. Gridlock, engines hum like a prayer. Name on the banner, but it's war in the air. I don't chase, I race, let them taste that dust. Every turn, every burn, that's earned, that's trust. See the flagman twitch, whole world goes quiet. Soon as we launch, crowd roars like a riot. I'm past last year, I'm past last lap. I want that chip on the dash, not cap. Yeah. HVRL championship, ain't no fluke, we were built for this. Top dog talk, yeah, we live that script. Only one throne when the tires grip. HVRL championship, hands on the wheel for the focus shift. First place pace in my pulse and wrist. Only one throne when the tires grip. Who do you ride for? Name on your suit on your side door. When it's white knuckle wide course, do you fold or you slide more? It's that last lap, lungs tight, clear mind. Either break or you break through the fear line. HVRL championship, ain't no fluke, we were built for this. Top dog talk, yeah, we live that script. Only one throne when the tires grip. HVRL championship, hands on the wheel for the focus shift. First place pace in my pulse and wrist. Only one throne when the tires grip, yeah. HVRL Championship level. Only room at the top, baby. Pull up to the line, chrome glow, sun low. Numbers on the board, whole crowd in a chokehold. Best of the best in the pit, that's a knife fight. You can feel the pressure in the breeze when the lights white. Hard in my throat, but the hands stay steady. Mind like a map, every curve, every levy. They talk crowns, I'm just talking about laps. Cause legends get built in the gaps, they collapse. Hey. HVRL championship, ain't no fluke, we were built for this. Top dog talk, yeah we live that script. Only one throne when the tires grip. HVRL championship, hands on the wheel for the focus shift. First place pace in my pulse and wrist. Only one throne when the tires grip. Gridlock, engines hum like a prayer. Name on the banner, but it's war in the air. I don't chase, I race, let them taste that dust. Every turn, every burn, that's earned, that's trust. See the flagman twitch, whole world goes quiet. Soon as we launch, crowd roars like a riot. I'm past last year, I'm past last lap. I want that chip on the dash, not cap. Yeah, HVRL championship, ain't no fluke, we were built for this. Top dog talk, yeah we live that script. Only one throne when the tires grip. HVRL championship, hands on the wheel for the focus shift. First place pace in my pulse and wrist. Only one throne when the tires grip. Who do you ride for? Name on your suit, on your side door. When it's white knuckle, wide course. Do you fold or you slide more? It's that last lap, lungs tight, clear mind. Either break or you break through the fear line. HVRL championship, ain't no fluke, we were built for this. Top dog talk, yeah we live that script. Only one throne when the tires grip. HVRL championship, hands on the wheel for the focus shift. First place pace in my pulse and wrist. Only one throne when the tires grip, yeah. HVRL championship level. Only room at the top, baby. Pull up to the line, chrome glow, sun low. Numbers on the board, whole crowd in a chokehold. Best of the best in the pit, that's a knife fight. You can feel the pressure in the breeze when the lights white. Hard in my throat, but the hands stay steady. Mind like a map, every curve, every levy. They talk crowns, I'm just talking about laps. Cause legends get built in the gaps, they collapse. Hey. HVRL championship, ain't no fluke, we were built for this. Top dog talk, yeah we live that script. Only one throne when the tires grip. HVRL championship, hands on the wheel for the focus shift. First place pace in my pulse and wrist. Only one throne when the tires grip. Gridlock, engines hum like a prayer. Name on the banner, but it's war in the air. I don't chase, I race, let them taste that dust. Every turn, every burn, that's earned, that's trust. See the flagman twitch, whole world goes quiet. Soon as we launch, crowd roars like a riot. I'm past last year, I'm past last lap. I want that chip on the dash, not cap. Yeah, HVRL championship, ain't no fluke, we were built for this. Top dog talk, yeah we live that script. Only one throne when the tires grip. HVRL championship, hands on the wheel for the focus shift. First place pace in my pulse and wrist. Only one throne when the tires grip. Who do you ride for? Name on your suit, on your side door. When it's white knuckle, wide course. Do you fold or you slide more? It's that last lap, lungs tight, clear mind.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to HVRL's Championship Series. I'm joined here with Shane Johnson, and we're at Circuit of the Americas tonight. Shane, how you doing, man?
Doing good, man. Glad to be here in Austin, Texas this evening.
Oh, yeah. This is... I know you were talking about it a minute ago. You were putting some laps down. I put some laps down a little bit earlier before we got started tonight. How do you think the track feels tonight?
I mean, it feels like a road course. I'm not a road course guy. It's my first time here. So I don't really know the turns that well. I mean, I know the TV, watch it on TV, but I don't know the track as a driver. But what I feel so far is that these trucks slide around. I feel like there's going to be a lot of trucks wrecking. And I think the goal today is going to be to keep the truck under you.
Absolutely. As we are looking at some of the conditions here, it's 88-degree track temp, so it's not super hot. We got four tire sets tonight, including the one on the car, so 3 extras. One fast repair. The track length is 2.3 miles. So we've already got them qualifying here. You mentioned it a minute ago. Did you already have a pick for tonight?
Well, it's hard to not to go against a guy like Chris Romano, but I think tonight I'm going to go with Anthony Hall. I know he's a road racer, and he's also, I won't be here for the Sebring race in trucks, and reached out to Anthony Hall to drive for me, and he agreed. So I'm looking to see how he performs tonight in the trucks.
Absolutely. I think I'm gonna have to be a little biased. He's running for HVR tonight, but I'm gonna go Christopher Romano. He won last week at Lime Rock, subbing for one of our drivers, so that's gonna be my pick. He's super fast tonight. He had the fastest time in practice. William Kern's gonna be one to watch out for. Also, I think he had the second fastest.
I don't think I think Romano is part of HBR now, along with Nava. I think they're both a part of HBR championship team now.
Okay. I know they were running as individuals earlier in the season, but I'm glad to have them back on HBR where they belong.
But yeah, it's hard to go against Romano as a pick. But like I said, I just decided to go different tonight, and I want to see how Anthony Hall runs in the truck. So he's going to be driving for me.
Absolutely, and I like watching Romano run. He's super consistent. I'm gonna watch Dylan McClain go around for his first lap here. I think he may be one to watch out for as well. He's not. I mean, he's pretty good on road courses. He's been really good in this Champ Series so far.
And we also can't forget about some of the newer guys that this is their first road course in this series. So there's going to be some trucks out here that we haven't seen on the road course. There may be some guys out here that blow the normal guys that we're used to seeing win these things out of the water. We don't know yet.
That is very true. Is Wyatt Hicks, Joshua Morgan, Alex Kier, all these guys haven't run the road course with HVRL in this Champ Series yet. So it'll be exciting to see where they finish up tonight. But I'm looking at our roster as listed drivers tonight. Another guy to watch out for, Sean Wilder. He's we ran here last season in the next gen car, and he was super fast and hard to catch. So I think he's going to be a silent pick tonight from me.
Yeah, Wilder's definitely one to watch out for. He's good on the ovals in the truck. He's just good in the truck all around. I believe he does like the road courses fairly well. So yeah, he's looking to have a good race tonight. I do know that one thing about COTA, this isn't the full layout, is it? It's half the track, or the NASCAR West.
Yes.
That they started running last year, which produced a much better race. The cars were closer together, so hopefully these guys won't get too far spread out here, and we'll keep a good, tight racing here tonight.
Absolutely. As we see Dylan McClain coming around for his first lap. It looked like a really good lap, pretty quick. COTA with a 1:43.3.
And he's someone we can't forget about. In the Xfinity Series, or Rally Series rather, he dominated the road courses, very fast on the road courses. I know he's excited for this track, so we'll see how he does tonight as well.
Absolutely. We're watching switch to COTA in a totally different scheme tonight. He's running a Cheez-It car. He's got a new sponsor on that Chevy. Romano with a killer time of 1:41.9.
Romano's very humble. I put him up against the best, man. He doesn't really brag about how good he is, but I think he's one of those guys that's he just does his talking on the track, man. He goes out there and shows his guys how to do it, and he gets it done a lot of the time.
Absolutely. I mean, he's just, like you said, is very silent when it comes to the talking, but he lets his driving do it all for him. And it's been really evident this season. It was very evident last weekend there in the ARCA Series race. I won it last season, but those guys were way faster than I was. So it's definitely a skill level difference there. But Romano is just very fast, especially when it comes to a road course, along with Nicholas COTA.
Yeah, I know you're speaking about the Lime Rock race. Weiniger and Kliss and Romano came in there, and they showed us how to do it. And it was a master class. They were the only 3 cars left on the lead lap. And it's not that some guys struggled. I mean, they were just faster.
Absolutely. I mean, I had a pretty good race last week until a late race incident, which unfortunately ended my night. But those guys, man, they just run laps around just like it was nothing. So I mean, you watch some of these guys and you think, man, I could run that fast, but where are they getting that speed?
I tell you what, I think that the guys that are so good, like the SVGs of the world, they don't get the credit that they deserve, because it's one thing to get in a car and run around the road, like a GT3 car is much easier. But you get one of these stock cars, man, they're hard to handle, and especially on edge at all times, it's very hard to do.
Oh yeah, and I'll play devil's advocate here. The ARCA car makes it a little easier to run on a road course, but you get into these trucks, man, they're super tight. They've got a lot of power, so it's easy to spin out, easy to mess up an apex of a corner. So to run these super fast lap times, you've got to be perfect all the time.
And the way these corners just are very sharp, it's going to be easy to spin the truck around due to the rear ambient so light as well. You got to be very careful on entry.
Absolutely. We're going around with Wyatt Hicks right now, as I think he's going down for his second lap.
We don't have near the penalties from this week. Looks like we've got 1, 2 EOLs. Make that 4 EOLs. Looks like Bobby Grady, Kern, Duda, and Morgan all have EOLs. Bryce Tucker will have a drive-through. Both of those are carryovers from Darlington, where they missed last week.
Yeah, it's going to be unfortunate for Bryce Tucker. I mean, he's a good road racer as well, and to start the race off with a drive-through, that's going to set him back a whole lot. He's going to have to do a whole lot of hard driving to catch back up to the field. Yeah, you just hope that, he capitalizes on the guys that make mistakes here. He's just going to be running his own race. But it's still important to stay on track and be able to pounce on the guys that do make mistakes. Absolutely, and I mean, I enjoy this track. I'm starting to begin to like road courses a little bit more. Between how locked into the race you have to be and how perfect you need to be all the time, especially going through very, very tight corners like we have here at COTA. It makes for a very fun race, but it could also make for a very frustrating race as well.
And, it sucks for Kern being in the back, but, for us, we get to watch somebody that's known to be fast to drive to the field at a road course and see how he can adapt to the, not necessarily pressure, but, the change of scenery that he's used to every Sunday night.
Absolutely, and it looks like everybody is qualified, so while we go over our drivers' meeting and everybody gets gridded up, we will be back.
HVRL championship level. Only room at the top, baby. Yeah. Pull up to the line, chrome glow, sun low. Numbers on the board, whole crowd in a chokehold. Best of the best in the pit, that's a knife fight. You can feel the pressure in the breeze when the lights white. Hard in my throat, but the hands stay steady. Mind like a map, every curve, every levy. They talk crowns, I'm just talking about laps. Cause legends get built in the gaps, they collapse. Hey. HVRL championship, ain't no fluke, we were built for this. Top dog talk, yeah, we live that script. Only one throne when the tires grip. HVRL championship, hands on the wheel for the focus shift. First place pace in my pulse and wrist. Only one throne when the tires grip. Gridlock, engines hum like a prayer. Name on the banner, but it's war in the air. I don't chase, I race, let them taste that dust. Every turn, every burn, that's earned, that's trust. See the flagman twitch, whole world goes quiet. Soon as we launch, crowd roars like a riot. I'm past last year, I'm past last lap. I want that chip on the dash, not cap. Yeah. HVRL championship, ain't no fluke, we were built for this. Top dog talk, yeah, we live that script. Only one throne when the tires grip. HVRL championship, hands on the wheel for the focus shift. First place pace in my pulse and wrist. Only one throne when the tires grip. Who do you ride for? Name on your suit, on your side door. When it's white knuckle, wide course. Do you fold or you slide more? It's that last lap, lungs tight, clear mind. Either break or you break through the fear line. HVRL championship, ain't no fluke, we were built for this. Top dog talk, yeah, we live that script. Only one throne thrown when the tires grip. HVRL championship. Hands on the wheel for the focus shift. First place pace in my pulse and wrist. Only one thrown when the tires grip. Yeah. HVRL championship level. Only room at the top, baby. Pull up to the line, chrome glow, sun low. Numbers on the board, whole crowd in a chokehold. Best of the best in the pit, that's a knife fight. You can feel the pressure in the breeze when the lights white. Hard in my throat, but the hands stay steady. Mind like a map, every curve, every levy. They talk crowns, I'm just talking about laps. Cause legends get built in the gaps, they collapse. Hey. HVRL championship, ain't no fluke, we were built for this. Top dog talk, yeah, we live that script. Only one thrown when the tires grip. HVRL championship, hands on the wheel for the focus shift. First place pace in my pulse and wrist. Only one thrown when the tires grip. Gridlock, engines hum like a prayer. Name on the banner, but it's war in the air. I don't chase, I race, let them taste that dust. Every turn, every burn, that's earned, that's trust. See the flagman twitch, whole world goes quiet. Soon as we launch, crowd roars like a riot. I'm past last year, I'm past last lap. I want that chip on the dash, not cap. Yeah. HVRL championship, ain't no fluke, we were built for this. Top dog talk, yeah, we live that script. Only one thrown when the tires grip. HVRL championship, hands on the wheel for the focus shift. First place pace in my pulse and wrist. Only one thrown when the tires grip. Who do you ride for? Name on your suit, on your side door. When it's white knuckle, wide course. Do you fold or you slide more? It's that last lap, lungs tight, clear mind. Either break or you break through the fear line. HVRL championship, ain't no fluke, we were built for this. Top dog talk, yeah, we live that script. Only one thrown when the tires grip. HVRL championship, hands on the wheel for the focus shift. First place pace in my pulse and wrist. Only one thrown when the tires grip. Yeah. HVRL championship level. Only room at the top, baby. Yeah. Pull up to the line, chrome glow, sun low. Numbers on the board, whole crowd in a chokehold. Best of the best in the pit, that's a knife fight. You can feel the pressure in the breeze when the lights white. Hard in my throat, but the hands stay steady. Mind like a map, every curve, every levy. They talk crowns, I'm just talking about laps. Cause legends get built in the gaps, they collapse. Hey. HVRL championship, ain't no fluke, we were built for this. Top dog talk, yeah, we live that script. Only one thrown when the tires grip. HVRL championship, hands on the wheel for the focus shift. First place pace in my pulse and wrist. Only one thrown when the tires grip. Gridlock, engines hum like a prayer. Name on the banner, but it's war in the air. I don't chase, I race, let them taste that dust. Every turn, every burn, that's earned, that's trust. See the flagman twitch, whole world goes quiet. Soon as we launch, crowd roars like a riot. I'm past last year, I'm past last lap. I want that chip on the dash, not cap. Yeah. HVRL championship, ain't no fluke, we were built for this. Top dog talk, yeah, we live that script. Only one thrown when the tires grip. HVRL championship, hands on the wheel for the focus shift. First place pace in my pulse and wrist. Only one thrown when the tires grip. Who do you ride for? Name on your suit, on your side door. When it's white knuckle, wide course. Do you fold or you slide more? It's that last lap, lungs tight, clear mind. Either break or you break through the fear line. HVRL championship, ain't no fluke, we were built for this. Top dog talk, yeah, we live that script. Only one thrown when the tires grip. HVRL championship, hands on the wheel for the focus shift. First place pace in my pulse and wrist. Only one thrown when the tires grip. Yeah. HVRL championship level. Only room at the top, baby. Yeah. Pull up to the line, chrome glow, sun low. Numbers on the board, whole crowd in a chokehold. Best of the best in the pit, that's a knife fight. You can feel the pressure in the breeze when the lights white. Hard in my throat, but the hands stay steady. Mind like a map, every curve, every levy. They talk crowns, I'm just talking about laps. Cause legends get built in the gaps, they collapse. Hey. HVRL championship, Ain't no fluke, we were built for this. Top dog talk, yeah, we live that script. Only one throw when the tires grip. HVRL championship. Hands on the.
All right, everybody, and we are back. And quickly, while they're going through their first pace lap, I've got Chris Romano in here. Man, how are you feeling after that ridiculous lap?
Feeling really good after that lap. Hopefully I could do it 58 more times. I really doubt that.
Oh, well, I'm praying on your downfall after what you did to me last week.
Yeah. I figured.
No, man.
I feel like a lot of you guys might be.
Yeah, I am not happy with you, sir. But, no, man, 141.9, that's insanity here. That's ridiculously fast. How much practice did you put in going into this week?
I put some into the weekend, and then put some like hour and a half before the race. And I'm starting to figure it out, so I just didn't want to do too much until I hopped in here to see what the weather's going to be like. And it's sort of the same as practice. And at the end of practice, I was close to getting about the same lap down, and I had a little bit of traffic my way, so just all came together. The S's were hit good, and I was able to do it.
Absolutely, man. Well, we'll let you go here, man. Good luck to you, even though I don't want to wish you good luck.
I wish you good luck. I'm glad you're driving for HVR. I had to correct Jason on that. And good luck tonight. And I was going to pick you, but I had to go with Anthony Hall, man. He's going to be driving for me at Sebring.
Hold on, he's about to go, brother. We'll let you go,
You're
man.
good.
We'll let you go.
Thanks,
Good luck.
guys.
Yeah, they're about to go now. We're about to go green, so.
Oh, I didn't know.
It's all good.
Why has it got...
Real quickly, we've got
green.
we got Anthony Hall and Chris Romano starting up front. Anthony Hall with a good jump.
Why can't I see the race?
I'm not sure, my friend. There's a lot of movement so far.
Here we go.
So I think Wilder is subbing for the 53 of Chris Weiniger.
Yeah, I was wondering about that.
That was from last night.
Yeah, because Wilder's in this series anyway.
Yep, he's still got the, I think is it still showing the 53?
Yeah. It's from last night.
I gotcha. I mean, still pretty close up here up front. Anthony Hall, Romano, and Wilder. All pretty close.
So interesting that we got the stage 2 is a flying stage. Usually it's the other way around. So interesting that they did opposite. I'm curious to see how that's going to play into these guys' strategy.
Absolutely, and I didn't get a chance to ask. So I'm curious as to what their fuel window is going to look like. Anthony Hall's jumping out to a half a second lead so far.
So I got about 15 or so laps of fuel here. I was going through the paint schemes. I picked Anthony Hall as my driver. I like the 7, the Bill Elliott. Looks like the Bill Elliott throwback. Also like the 9 Greg Biffle number on the side there with the Cheez-It logo. Those are my 2 schemes I like tonight.
Absolutely, they're definitely interesting to see as Anthony Hall takes that corner wide. Chris Romano cuts in. Don't know if it helped him at all. Definitely cut down a little bit of time. We're going to go back further in the field.
Romano closes the door on the 37. The 37 closes the door on the 44. Romano's looking to get by him at any chance he gets here.
Wilder's
and it's going
right
to draw
there.
Wilder into the position.
Absolutely, Wilder's right there waiting on something to happen to capitalize on. And Justin Nava and Joshua Morgan are right there as well. Joshua Morgan is he's pretty solid on an oval. He's really surprising me here tonight so far.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know, we know a lot of these guys, but there's several guys that we've not seen on the road course. Like Nava being an HVR guy, I have no idea if he's a road racer or not. So it's good to see him up here in 4th.
They're going to go back further in the field.
And
Bobby.
Romano almost loses it. What a save.
They come, I mean, these guys
Jim
are just come
was
swinging.
wrecked with the Morgan.
It's a great job on Jim Duda waiting to for those guys to pass, but we'll look at that wreck really quickly. It kind of just looks like a difference in braking zones and getting into the back of each other.
Yeah, it's unfortunate for Duda. I believe, you know, he's a really good driver. I think he's just been caught up in wrecks this season, and it's costing him a lot.
Absolutely. Another thing, Wyatt Higgs is the biggest mover so far. He's up 7 positions. And he's back there battling with Kern. Kern blows the corner. No penalty though. Go back.
Where
up here.
Romano is looking, he is all over the back of the 37, waiting to strike at any moment.
Absolutely, and that's, I mean, that top 5 in its entirety, I mean, these guys are all really close.
And, you know, he's talking about, you know, Bryce Tucker, or I mean, COTA, he's got, Bryce Tucker had the drive-through that he's already served, so he's already up 2 spots.
Absolutely, and COTA, I mean, he's back here battling with Jim Duda. William Kern has managed to get around Wyatt Hicks, and now he's going to be working on Sean Happett. Here and Tucker are going to go side by side going into turn 1.
Oh, COTA started from the pits. I was wondering how he was in last.
Maybe playing it safe.
We missed that.
William Kern, he's moving up pretty quickly. He has got back around. What is going on with Mr. Bobby Grady? I believe he is blinked out.
Yeah, I don't have him on my screen. That's unfortunate. And that'll mean that Bryce Tucker's already up 5 spots once he gets past Grady.
Absolutely. We saw Wyatt Hicks back there. He got a little loose.
Romano's still all over the rear of the 37.
Absolutely. He's going to back up the corner to try to get a better exit.
Tell you what, I like what I see from the 37. He's staying patient. You know, Romano's waiting for a mistake, and he's just not making it. You know, he's almost driving very casually and making sure he hits his marks.
Absolutely. Good looking to Romano sees.
But you can tell that Romano has a very fast truck as he closes the gap like it's nothing.
Absolutely. I mean, he is all over this 37 truck. And Anthony Hall's going to have to make a mistake before Chris Romano passes him. I mean, these guys are pretty much tit for tat on speed.
You know, there's some guys that are just good at road courses like a Romano, but, you know, there's guys that thrive on the road courses like an Anthony Hall. You know, ever since I joined the league, I've always known that he's been a road racer. So, you know that he circles these dates on his schedule, and he looks forward to these races more than any of them.
Absolutely. I know he loves running the road course, and he is very, very good at it. He ran for us in Charlotte when we went to the Sim Expo and did really well against guys from all across the world. So it was very, very exciting to see that. Bobby Grady is back on track. But he is unfortunately a lap down. Not sure what happened with him. William Kern is in the pits.
Probably a strategy call by Kern. He's all about trying to pull out a strategy, and we'll have to keep an eye on that.
Absolutely. I mean, Sean Wilder is falling behind by 2 seconds.
I mean, if you're Wilder, what do? You just kind of, I think if you're Wilder, you just save your stuff. You let these guys fight it out. As the 44 dives on the inside of the 37, it's going to be tight.
He's going to let the 37 go.
He apologized. It was all clean, but he feels like he got in there real deep. He takes that corner, he's going to miss his mark. The 37 is going to pull away.
Yes, he is. And now Wilder's back in there with the 44. And that's one thing I do like about Christopher Romano. If he feels that he's made a mistake or messed up your race in any way, he's going to apologize and give you that position back if he can.
And the 77, he saves it, man. He just about went around in front of Morgan and the 9.
Absolutely. You're watching all three of them here, and they're all very, very close together.
Bryce Tucker up to 8th place.
Sean Wilder goes in. That's going to put Dylan McClain and Justin Nava into the top 10. And even though Romano lost a second to Anthony Hall, he is right back.
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. Romano can close the gap like it's nothing. I think he's just not wanting to overdrive that truck and wait for Hall to make a mistake. But I got news for him. It's not going to happen.
I
Someone
think
like
you're
Hall,
right.
you know, it's going to take a mistake.
Absolutely. I think you're right with that. Anthony Hall does not look like he's going to make any mistakes tonight, and Romano's going to have to either pass him cleanly or move him out of the way.
This is where he made the move the lap before. He's nowhere near as close. Takes that corner much better than the previous lap.
Absolutely. And close up 0.2 of gap between him and Anthony Hall. And still closing up time.
You said Wilder pit?
Wilder has pit. He is back.
And he's back. He's in 4th place. And he just about loses it. Wilder saves it at the last second.
Just above him, Justin Nava. Dylan McClain and Justin Nava are going in. So Wilder will get his position back.
Got Josh Morgan in 3rd place.
Yes, he is.
So I'm saying, you know, these Morgan brothers could be 2 of the best road racers we've ever seen. We don't know.
Very well could be. That's going to put William Kern into the top 5.
But the gap to Wilder is about 25-second gap from 3rd to 4th place.
Absolutely, and Wyatt Hicks has crashed. Doesn't look like any damage. Looks like he may have gotten loose.
We got the guys coming off pit road, and Happy's in there, along with the 36, Dylan McClain, Justin Nava. Come out at just right on top of these guys here.
Absolutely, and this is gonna be interesting to see now as we're side by side. Justin Morgan is gonna let some of these guys go.
These are for positioning because a road course is so long. You know, you can pit and get out and still have your spot. Like Wilder, he pit at a good time. It didn't really cost him any spots. Only time that he can make back on the track right now when the guys in front of him decide to pit.
Absolutely, and you see Dylan McClain, Justin Nava, and Sean Happick are right here, almost bumper to bumper. Joshua Morgan has entered the pits now.
And what Nava does appear to have some pace.
Yes, he does.
He seems to put the truck where he wants it.
Oh, Anthony Hall gets loose. Romano's going to take the lead. That's what we were talking about earlier. I mean, one little tiny mistake can cost you big here.
Nava went to the inside of, went for the pass on Wilder and spins it out. Able to save it. It was during the same time that Romano passed for the lead, so I had to get back and look at that. Or not Wilder, Romano rather.
And he is just steadily increasing his lead to Anthony Hall.
Well, now we get to see what Anthony Hall's really got, man. Is Romano going to drive away? Is this truck that much better? You know, we saw him closing the gap time and time again. Now they've switched here. Anthony Hall pulls right back up to him. So let's see the offensive defensive strategy is going to flip here and see who's got what.
Absolutely. We know Christopher Romano is going to try to run and run away.
He is pulling away through the S's. Or not, I'm sorry, wrong part of the track.
Anthony Hall gains a little bit of time between each corner, but loses it as quick as he's gaining it. There's just over a second gap between 1 and 2. Go look at battle for 7th place. Dylan McClain in 7th. Sean Happick
And these
8th.
guys have even getting further away from Wilder. Wilder caught up to Morgan. Morgan must have pit.
I believe you're right. Sean Wilder's back in 3rd, but still a 30-second gap or 28-second gap to 2nd place.
And COTA's up to 6th place after starting in the pits. But I don't believe he's pit for this cycle. That's what it is, because he's still ahead of all these guys. I believe Kern, COTA, and the leaders still have to pit.
I think you're right. I think Kern has moved up 5 positions, and he's in 5th, and he's right on the...
Dylan McClain and Sean Happy are fighting for position here.
Happy's going to take the inside corner, and he's going to get the position. Not quite. Go back into William Kern and Joshua Morgan. Kern is on the back bumper and steadily pushing forward. As they're beginning to catch up to Sean Wilder. Kern's making a move on the 35. He's going to get it. He's up in the 4th. Anthony Hall closed up a lot of time going into turn 1. Alex Kier has crashed. And Anthony Hall has made another slight mistake and is giving Romano a heck of a lead. Now Christopher Romano, I mean, he has a two-second gap to Anthony Hall, so I'm curious to see if the pit strategy is going to change now. Chris Romano and Anthony Hall, I mean, they've caught up to lap traffic with 36 and the 78. When they catch these guys, I'm curious to see how they're going to be able to get around. If these guys are just going to let them go, or if they're going to fight to stay on the lead lap. As both Anthony Hall and Romano pit. Anthony Hall closes a lot of gap. So if Sean can make it there in time, he can be right back onto the leaders. See who gets in and out first. Anthony Hall misses his pit stall. And Hall's going to get... Oh, black flag for Christopher Romano. So unfortunate. So now Sean Wilder has the lead. Let's see if he can keep it. Kern is right there, only 3 seconds behind now. Sean Wilder gets into the wall. Anthony Hall on the back bumper of what is supposed to be the 99 truck. Anthony Hall has spun it around. And William Kern is going for second position. And Sean Wilder is going to get to run away with it.
Jace?
Yep.
Sorry, my internet cut out. I am back. I think at 9 o'clock last night, the same thing happened. I got kicked out of the race, and it was 9 o'clock tonight. Same thing happened. So we'll have to look into that after the race.
Absolutely. I don't know how much you've missed. Sean Wilder is up to the lead. William Kern in second. And Romano got a black flag that he has to pit.
So Romano and Hall, I heard you say Hall had wrecked.
Hall did get did spin around. He's still up to third. Romano had a black flag on the previous pit cycle. Nicholas COTA with the black flag. And now
oh no, is he speeding?
Yes, he was. In the top three now is Sean Wilder, William Kern, and Anthony Hall.
COTA with a black flag.
Yes, he did.
It's a heartbreak for him. He made it to 6th place.
Definitely is. And Romano, I think he has a stop and go.
Yeah, his day's probably going to be done as well.
See if maybe he can get out before we get to the leaders. Jim Duda with a black flag.
Although a road course is not as bad as an oval, so they might not lose as much time as you think. Hate it for Duda, man. Just mistake after mistake. You know, he keeps getting caught on other people's stuff. But don't be surprised if Duda ends up with a couple wins this season.
No, absolutely wouldn't. It happened like that for him last season, and I wouldn't be surprised to see a side-by-side finish here going to the final lap. With William Kern has cut that 3-second lead to less than a second.
The battle that would be between the two drivers of Wilder and Kern.
Wilder goes wide. Kern cuts it a little shorter.
Some of these guys will have double duty this week as we head to Watkins Glen on Wednesday.
Absolutely, the Indy Series, which would be super exciting. I was talking to Sean Happick about that. He's really excited about that track. Kern almost sent it in there on the 53. The 50.
Wilder goes straight into the tire barrier.
Wyatt Hicks has crashed as well. He's off track. And now Anthony Hall is up into second. So he's going to have to battle Wilder for it.
Wilder's saying that Kern disappeared and he didn't want to drive into him, so he went wide.
I didn't see it. Could have very well.
Anthony Hall is sideways.
Bobby Grady has wrecked. No, he hasn't. Just says he did. Now Kern is going to get this Looks like he's going to get this stage win after starting all the way in the back.
Yeah, back to the Indy thing. I'm excited, man. I'm not a road course guy, but I love driving the Indy car on the road course. And being at Watkins Glen, you know, it's a fast road course and a fast car. So I think it's going to be a great race on Wednesday.
Absolutely, and that's one of my favorite tracks as Wilder is almost caught up back to Anthony Hall. William Kern with a 9-second lead. He's just got to keep it smooth here, and he'll have stage points for these guys to get. They're going to be back gridded up for a restart. And William Kern all by his lonesome.
Dylan McLean and the 7 are side by side coming to the line.
Yes, they are.
Tucker's going to get him at the line.
Wilder, looks like Dylan McLean's going to let him go, hoping he's going to overshoot the corner, but it doesn't happen. We'll see William Kern into the final couple corners of this track to finish off stage 1. Anthony Hall in second, Sean Wilder in third, Joshua Morgan in fourth, and Bryce Tucker in fifth.
During the break, I'm going to go back and look at that sequence between Wilder and Kern.
Absolutely, we look at Kern, and he's taking the final corner to go across that white line to end the stage.
Yellow flag is out.
William Kern, Anthony Hall, Sean Wilder, Joshua Morgan, and Bryce Tucker are the top 5. Dylan McLean has gone off track, overshot that a little bit.
Yeah, so I don't see Kern disappear. I just see Wilder. Kern dives to the inside, and Wilder takes it a little bit wide, and Kern's able to hold the spot there.
That's what
It's a good thing he was able to get on the brake and not hit the tire barrier. But Jason's been a pretty good race so far. We've had some winners and some losers, some people that's recovered, some people that hasn't recovered. And what do you think here in the second half of the race?
I think that we definitely have some drivers who are. I mean, to state the obvious, we have people that are faster than the others, but William Kern has come out to surprise me, coming from all the way from the back. Of course, Anthony Hall is fast. Sean Wilder, Joshua Morgan has really surprised me tonight. He's pretty much stayed fourth.
Yeah, man, the leaderboard's actually been up and down. You know, Kern drove from the back. Anthony Hall's still there. Romano had to serve. You know, the guys that had to serve the penalty, they're still going to be there because, you know, they're going to be able to regroup here. But it's a good thing they caught the penalty here and not later in the flying stage. They won't have anything to save them. But, you know, they're going to re-rack them here, and some of these guys are not out of it. You know, I looked for Romano to drive through the field here, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how this first lap is going to go on this restart, because we know William Kern's been pushing it, and now he's out of that groove. And Anthony Hall got to the lead off that start. Oh, excuse me.
I always look forward to these Monday night races, championship series, and it's kind of like a ticker or timer in my head because I know that when the race is over, we have an all-new schedule for iRacing for the week. And this week we're going to have iRacing is having the Brickyard special event this week for NASCAR. Are you going to participate in that?
I'm not entirely sure. Between tonight, tomorrow, and Wednesday, my schedule seems pretty full.
I would probably give it a shot. Gave a shot at the Firecracker 400 and finished second. So hopefully I can come away with a win in the Brickyard.
Absolutely. Looks like everybody's going to bid but Bobby Grady.
Yeah, he should be good. He pitted, I guess, whenever he flashed out. He's probably just going to try to get his lap back here in a pit when they go green and still be on the same lap and not lose as much time.
Absolutely.
Whereas in oval, you would lose the lap. You know, they'd be pointless. But I think here, you got to risk it to get the biscuit.
You are exactly right. Romano's going to stay out to go get back to the lead. We'll see. Anthony Hall is probably going to be the first or second off of pit road.
Yeah, that's an interesting call. I wonder how much fuel that Romano has. Because someone like Bobby Grady, I mean, you're just going to get your lap back and go around and you're going to pit. You know, and you're not going to lose a lot of time, but if Romano has to pit from the lead, I don't know that he would lose a lot of time. I guess he's going to try to gain as much time as he can here so that when he does pit, he won't lose many spots. Because there won't be another caution.
No, because the next stage is a flying stage. So Romano has to hope to get a pretty good jump on the field, and Nicholas COTA has done the same thing where he has stayed out. We know Romano is fast in the lead, and we haven't got a chance to see what Nicholas COTA can do up front as he has started from the pits. William Kern is fast, as we saw him gain an 8-second lead like it was nothing. Dylan McLean, I know we talk about him every week and give him a whole lot of praise, but man, he continues to surprise me every week, week in and week out, especially here in the championship series. He has, I think he already has 2 wins on the ARCA series and a few top 5s here in the championship series.
Yeah, you know, a lot of guys, they go on a hot streak and they end up falling off the horse, but, you know, McLean is just week after week, race after race. He's a top 10 driver, top 5 driver, you know, for this series, top 3 driver. So, you know, if he comes away with the top 10 at a road course here, you know, I think he's going to be pretty happy with that. He did well in the Lime Rock race as well.
Absolutely. We look at the championship top 5. COTA's in 2nd, Kern 3rd, McLean 4th, Happick in 8th, and Anthony Hall in 5th. So all of our championship top 5 is sitting within the top 10.
And, you know, I look at this list all the time, and so many good drivers. But, you know, Noah Tills is still not here. You know, I think he's moving. He's not been racing, but, you know, he might be the best of all of them. So these guys, when he does come back to the grid, these guys are going to have another racer to look out for.
Yeah, it definitely is. I do hope we get to see him again this season.
In this series especially.
Absolutely, because I would assume he's going to race the Indy Series along with the Road Series and the Championship Series.
Well, he is my teammate in Indy, and he has only raced 1 race. He told me he's moving. I think maybe he might still be moving, or maybe some things have come up.
I think so. Pace car lights are off, so we're going green this time. Romano first, COTA 2nd, Kern up into 3rd, Dylan McLean in 4th, and Anthony Hall in 5th.
Yeah, we'll have to keep an eye on Romano here. As curious as, you know, he stayed out, and I'm curious to see, like, what happens. I mean, there's no way he can go the rest of the way. These guys are going to have to pit. But maybe he's done some math and can calculate it to be where he needs to be later in the race.
Absolutely is. I mean, we've still got a lot of race left, and to see, I mean, we knew we knew he was going to end up in the front at some point the other race, but oh boy, excuse me. To pretty much stay up front all race and fight for the lead. That black flag really hurt him. He definitely had to change up his pit strategy. So, like you said, I'm curious to see how it's going to go for him, because we still have about 40, just under 40 laps. We have 38 laps to go this time around.
Yeah, still a lot of racing to go for sure. Yeah, they keep passing the pace car. I'm not sure what's going on with that. They keep having to check up due to the pace car. Anthony Hall being fifth, this will be the deepest he's been in the field. You'll be glad to see what he can do and drive through the top 4 guys there in front of him.
Absolutely. I mean, Joshua Morgan's been fast all night. I would not be surprised to see him as a top 5.
Well, Jace, we're coming to the last corner here. So, coming to the green flag here, and this will be the last flag of the race until the checker comes out.
Absolutely. Chris Romano's going to lead us off. He is the control car. We are officially going green
there on the 9.
Pretty good jump. Not where he wanted to be. He's going to go wide and then keep that inside lane protected.
This is where it could get squirrely. I'll get through there pretty good. A little bumping here and there, nothing major.
Absolutely. The 35 gets a little loose. The 52 going to let some of these guys by. And man, what a camera angle for this track. For them to go through these S's the way that they are.
The 15 goes straight off into the barrels, the tires.
Yes, he does, and
not quite, almost.
Doesn't look like he has any damage, so that's gonna be good for him. Look up front. COTA is sticking with the 44. They've got a little bit of a lead. Or Romano's got a little bit of a lead on 3rd place, and it's about just under a second and a half. Go look further back in the field. The 35 is trying to make a move on the number 2 truck. See, he's doing that thing where he's trying to run away with it as quickly as possible to give himself a breather.
That way when he pits, he won't lose as many spots. That's what I think he's going to try to do here.
I agree. Is that top 5 is separated again. Bryce Tucker, Dylan McClain, Joshua Morgan, Sean Happick, and Wyatt Hicks are the top 10. Bobby Grady has managed to get his lap back, and he's just sitting outside of the top 10. Romano has just about a second lead.
Anthony Hall thought about making the pass there on Kern at the top of the hill. And he's going to get a run on Kern through the S's here. Backs out of it.
Absolutely, and I wouldn't be surprised to see these guys battle it out within the next lap or 2.
Yeah, because you don't want them to get too far away. These guys don't want Romano to pull away.
Absolutely not, and they're not going to want to sit behind each other. He's already got a second lead on 2nd place. And on an oval, that's usually pretty big, but 1 second lead could change within 2 corners.
Right. Especially the road course. The 2nd through 4th are pretty close. As the Hall goes wide there, Kern pulls up to the back of COTA. You know, Romano's a guy who's just gotten better and better each race, man. Every time I see him on a road course, he just outclasses the field. And he's doing it again here in the championship series.
Absolutely, and we're going to see Kern try to take second place from Nicholas COTA, going up the hill into turn 1. Look at 37. Almost gave a bump to the 31.
Yeah, the 37 likes that turn there. That's where he makes a lot of his moves, I've noticed. And then coming into the left-hander at the end of the S's. Watch him close up the Kern here when they make that left here.
We definitely get to see different braking zones, and Jim Duda has crashed.
And Romano is checked out.
See what happened to Jim Duda before he jumped to the pits. As he is going up the hill. Locked it up and just didn't make it. Jim Duda might have said he's had enough for tonight. And you're right. Christopher Romano has just checked out from these guys. Look at
This is a very technical track. I can imagine the frustration of Duda.
Absolutely, and William Kern is still on the back bumper of that 9 truck.
Yeah, it's almost like Nanan's saving a little bit. I don't know if he's expecting, if he's calling Romano's bluff. Maybe he knows what Romano's going to do, and he's letting Romano use his stuff up here.
Absolutely. We know COTA's good at making the quick decisions in that way. Bryce Tucker has caught up to Sean Wilder. See if he makes a move going up the hill.
Anthony Hall may have a huge run on Kern.
Yes, he does. We know Anthony Hall is fast in these S's.
Boy, he gains so much time in that turn. Those first 2 left-handers.
Yes, he does.
And every time they come through here, Romano is further and further out of the picture. So he's getting time through there as well.
Absolutely. As COTA goes a little wide. I'm watching.
I noticed the last time, this is the part of the track where Wilder was able to gain on the 37. He actually made a move on him the lap before that, but as we saw as the lap progressed, Tucker had pulled up to Wilder.
The 9 locks it up.
And Kern's going to look on the inside of the 9.
Look who's also there. Anthony Hall is right there with him. He's going to try to force Kern to stick to the outside.
A 3-truck battle here.
And now Anthony Hall's going to get the position on William Kern.
And maybe Wilder. Wilder might get 2 of them here going down the straightaway. Not quite. He's going to lose the run. Taking such a hard turn there.
Absolutely. COTA is going to let Anthony Hall by. Wilder up into 4th. Now let's see if Anthony Hall can close up that gap on the Chris Romano.
Yeah, Romano's loving these guys fighting for position here. This is exactly what he wants, to get out in front as far as possible so that when he pits, he's still going to be there.
Absolutely. There's a lot of time that has to be made up.
And this is all after a black flag penalty serve.
Absolutely. And Wilder is all over the back of that 9 as he is sideways through that corner.
Bryce Tucker gets to the inside of Kern. Not quite. Where the dive bombs are starting to come more and more each lap.
The 9 gets sideways.
Wow, what a save by the 9. And
Locks it up.
Position.
Look at Kern trying to capitalize. They're going to be 3 wide going into this next corner. Kern's going to force the 9 truck to the outside.
Look how far Anthony Hall's already pulled away from these guys battling. Wilder's passed all of them, though.
Yes, he has. Kern is still to the outside of the 9. 9 going to have this inside corner here. But Kern is so fast, he gets the position. Cote loses a little bit of time. Bryce Tucker's now is going to look to pass Nicholas Cote.
And it might not look like anything too crazy, but I guarantee you these guys that are fighting right here are fighting for their life on this track right now.
Absolutely. Look at Tucker. He's making some aggressive moves. Kern all over the back bumper of the 99.
Well, after all these battling, it's interesting is that the 9 had lost, went from 2nd to 5th there, or 6th. But, you know, like I said earlier, I wonder if he was saving. He still might be saving. Let these guys run out what they have so he can be there at the end.
Absolutely. And Romano was just completely checked out as he's got just under 5 seconds of lead on Anthony Hall. We have a good battle going on here for 3rd. Bryce Tucker to the inside of the 31. Sends him wide. But he's going to give him the position back. Cote is going to capitalize off of that. Wilder gets to run away a little bit. And Romano is on that straight. He's just having a great day.
Wilder's starting to pull away from this pack as well. And all the while, the 35 has closed in. He's still got about a straightaway worth away from these guys, but he's definitely made some time.
Wyatt Hicks got a little loose. He's got some left front damage. And still sideways. Oh, who is that? Justin Nava gets loose down the straightaway. He's going to let Wyatt Hicks go. William Kern trying his best to catch on the Wilder. It looks like he's closing gap just a little bit every corner.
Well, the fight for 3rd is heating up as Kern has caught Wilder. And he's going to look to make that pass on the inside as he did earlier that costed him 2 positions.
Yes, he is. And only problem making a move here is Wilder is going to have that inside line.
Maybe try to cross him over here.
Not going to have the space to do it. Wilder's going to go wide.
Ever so slightly into the 9. And he's still there.
William Kern.
With a straightaway like that, I wonder if it's almost better to draft instead of fighting side by side.
Absolutely. And Sean gets breaks a little hard.
And Kern's going to have a run to the S's.
Yes, he is. He's going to pinch Wilder down.
The 7 and the 9 have pulled back into this race as well. And it looks to me like the 35 is just inching closer and closer.
Yes, he is.
Got McClain and Happy getting door to door there. Happy gets through the turn.
Watching on board with Nicholas COTA as he tries to catch Bryce Tucker.
Yeah, I think the 35 of Morgan's going to end up in this battle here before it's all said and done.
I think so.
You know, since he drove to the front, I think this is the furthest back in the field he's been.
I think you're right. He's been very, very consistent. Running really good lap times. Let's take a look at the last time from everybody. Kern run the, looks like of the fastest lap. No. Joshua Morgan.
And Kern has pulled away from Wilder in the 7 and the 9. And they're 3 wide coming off of turn 1.
Yeah, they are.
Morgan's liking what he's seeing because he's able to close in even more. They are still losing time to the leader. Although Anthony Hall has closed in from a 5-second place to 4.5 seconds.
Absolutely, and William Kern, he was over a second faster last lap.
Well, I can't imagine Romano saving anything right now. I think he's trying to get as big of a lead as possible. But Anthony Hall seems to be closing in. He gained half a second that last lap. We'll see where he's at this lap. For someone like Kern, you know, there's no time to lose. It's time to go now.
Bryce Tucker has made his way around Wilder. Bryce Tucker says it's time to go.
And we're getting close to that fuel window. You gotta wonder, do these guys, do you stay out and run it dry, or do you try to go in and maybe take that last set of tires and get a jump on these guys?
I'm not sure, and I don't know how many laps it was, but Chris Romano probably took gas.
I believe it was 16 to 18 laps.
And I think he only had 1 or 2 laps. Dylan McClain has crashed. See if he just spun it out. Yes, he did. He just spun it going into that final turn. And William Kern is still cutting that lead down just about every lap.
The top 6 has finally gotten spread out, but Morgan, Josh Morgan is definitely there at the tail end. So let's see if he can work himself through the field at all. These guys have been racing each other and used their stuff up.
Absolutely, and he's been very smooth and super consistent. We see the 9 right in front of him lock it up. And does it again.
Yeah, them tires must be hot. All the battling those guys are doing, there's no doubt that the 35 probably has a much faster truck. And don't look, but Anthony Hall is closed into a 4-second second place.
Yep, Anthony.
So
Chris Romano
gained a second.
has pit.
William Kern's gained 2 seconds. He's down at 7. Last time I checked, he was at 9.9.
Absolutely, Romano is pit. So now Anthony Hall is in the lead, and Kern's only got 3 seconds of a lead on.
All right, so this is going to be the call for Romano here. I would assume that he thinks he can make it from here.
Nicholas COTA is out, so he's only.
And I don't know that Romano took tires.
He did.
Okay.
Definitely did. He's now he's down into 8, so he's lost 7 positions on that pit cycle, but he does have fresh tires.
And everybody else has got a pit, so right here's where he's going to gain his time back. depending on where everybody pits and how much time he gains, will determine how much of a lead he has.
Absolutely, and if I were him, I'd be pitting around when it's in 10 laps or so, or 13 or 14 laps, because he'll have enough to make it. He might be on the right pit strategy. Bobby Grady's going to let him go. Now he's up into 7th. And Romano's
Yeah, I
gonna
don't
be
know
pushing way
why I
harder.
did the math wrong. They will definitely have to stop again. So he may have saved a set of tires. Or you said he for sure took tires.
No, he for sure took tires. He's got fresh tires on. He's got more gas than anybody on the field, but it is a 31-second gap between him and Anthony Hall.
But Romano will definitely have to pit again before the race is over. That is my bad.
Let's take a look and see what the different times are. And Kern is still the fastest on track.
It's only a 2.6 seconds back. And Morgan has passed the 9. Actually, did something happen to COTA? May have pitted.
COTA, he did indeed pit. Bobby Grady is now in the pits.
Yeah, but the longer these guys stay out, the more time Romano is gaining. Especially someone like Anthony Hall, who almost spins out. He saves it.
Curious to see the lap times around this time, because I'm sure William Kern is still in those 143s. But with Romano with fresh tires, curious to see if it's how big of a difference it is.
Trying to put myself in the mind of Anthony Hall and William Kern, because, you know, Romano is in the class of the field with a huge lead, and right now they're sitting ducks because Romano's gaining time. Like, what do? Do you, you know, you're gonna have to pit 2 more times if you're one of these guys here. So, or maybe not. Romano had to pit sooner because he didn't pit last time.
Yeah, everybody else still has to pit 1 more time. And Romano is up to 6th. He will be 4th, I believe. He is indeed. And Romano may have his hands full here. He is only a 10th faster than William Kern.
The 35 has jumped Sean Wilder in the pits.
Yes, he did.
They're going to pull in line behind McLean and the 9. I don't think McLean has pit yet.
I don't think so either. Look at the gap. Romano's cut it down to 2 seconds. He is only 29 seconds behind the leader. John Happick is honestly right on the heels of Christopher Romano. He's just under 4 seconds behind him. Romano has those fresh tires, and he's going to be pushing hard. As Kern has cut that lead that Anthony Hall had to just over a second.
Sean Wilder's all over the back of Joshua Morgan here through the corners. I think he's looking to gain as much time as he can here. These guys aren't saving anything.
Absolutely not. It's go time to try and get as many positions as you can before you have to pit again.
And he does get there. They're still side by side.
And Wilder goes way wide.
Not going to get it that time.
Romano is back up into 3rd. Bryce
And they're
Tucker
just
is
going to
pit.
blow. McLean's just going to let him by there. It looks like McLean may be pitting.
Well, McLean is pitting. Wilder still all over the heels of the 35. Oh, he gets into the back of him.
He gets into the back of him, and Tucker comes out of the pit road.
Oh my goodness. Need to go back and watch that.
Wilder apologizes.
Let's get a little bit closer look of it.
I think these guys are going to be all right. They're just going to lose time.
Yeah, different braking zones for those two guys. There's only a second difference between William Kern and Anthony Hall, as Anthony Hall is pitting.
Yeah, it looks like Wilder may not have expected the 35 to break so soon. Maybe the Sean just missed his braking point there. It's unfortunate. So William Kern has won the flying stage, and the top 10 will receive their points here, but there will not be a caution. The race will continue to the end.
And now Chris Romano will jump up into second.
And we got to remember that Kern made an early pit stop, so maybe it's part of a strategy to get out front this part of the race to get those stage points.
Maybe saw the biggest problem for Chris Romano now is Anthony Hall is only a few seconds behind him.
Maybe Kern knows he won't be able to win the race on a strategy, so he's going to get the a point for leading the lap, a point for the stage, and maybe points for the fastest lap.
Absolutely. Look at William Kern. He's pulling away from Anthony Hall. So that's going to be his issue, is he's going to have to pit before these guys, unless these guys early pit, which I don't see that happening, unfortunately. As William Kern is going in.
The 77's off pace. He's 2 laps down now. Then he's just letting guys by.
Absolutely, and that's when you're off pace in that way, it's usually the best thing to do is let these guys by and not cause any issues. Here's to see where Kern comes out in front of the 44, and Kern is getting tires. There it goes. Chris Romano is back into first with just over an 8-second lead on Anthony Hall. William Kern still has Anthony Hall in his sights. And what a race this has been so far. I mean, it's been pretty spread out, but these top 3 guys have managed to find a way to close the gap just about every time.
Yeah, man, it's been a great race here at COTA. Very pleased with what's unfolded here so far. So Romano's back to the lead. Did Kern make his pit stop?
Kern has made his pit stop.
Hey, so that's everybody, right?
I believe it is. But everybody's going to still have to pit one more time.
So Romano only has a 4-second lead.
Ryan
A
Hicks
little
with
less.
the black flag. He is too many incident points.
Who was that?
Wyatt Hicks.
That's unfortunate.
Trying to see how many incident points he has, but it is not showing me.
So, I wonder if Romano, because where he didn't pit last time, that to me that tells me that he's one pit stop shy of everybody else.
Well, he should be able to pit around lap 15 if he saves enough. If he can manage to save a little bit of gas, he can make to lap 15.
Or maybe when he pit for that penalty, he was able to get gas. I don't know. I find it strange that he has one less. Do you have a pit stop counter?
Let's see if I can find it. It's been 6 laps since Christopher Romano is pit. So he should have somewhere around just about 9 to 10 laps left on a tank. So him and Nicholas COTA are on the same pit strategy.
He's out to a 7-second lead that quick.
Yes,
He's flying.
William Kern has cut Anthony Hall's lead to just over 2 seconds.
I think this is what I was talking about before. I was just doing the math wrong the last time Romano was out front trying to pull away from these guys. You know, he's going to have to pit again, and he wants to be able to leave as much time as he can on the track and not lose it during the pit stop. As the 78's around in front of Kern.
Yes, he is. They managed to keep it going with no incident. Wyatt Hicks is back off track and just seeming to be burning it down.
Yeah, he probably just frustrated. He had to serve a penalty, and you can come out of pits and spin in front of the leaders.
Absolutely, it can definitely be frustrating.
As he gets out of the way of the 9 and 7 just in time. Race control probably won't be too happy about that.
No, probably not. There's a good battle going on between the 9 and the 7.
Yeah, those two guys are just class. You know, they're classy drivers. You know, I get them confused all the time, but it's not because one's better than the other. You know, they're both great in their own way, and I always like seeing those two battle it out.
As do I. And not a big lead, but Kern is still catching to the 37.
And Hall's getting some of that time back as well, under 7 seconds.
Yes, he has, and I think it's part of that is probably from trying to run away from William Kern.
Boy, Tucker is sideways, still sideways in the grass. Cote's going to pull away from him there. And the 78 is still all over the place. Wilder's going to go by him there on the straightaway.
You see, Wyatt Hicks definitely has some damage on that right front.
Yeah, he might just be having trouble keeping it under control.
And William Kern
Yeah, he's
has
there,
cut
man.
down almost 2 seconds on Anthony Hall. And that's what Romano needs. He needs these guys to battle it out. The 78 spins out again. 19 laps.
Oh, and the 77's off the track. He's able to continue going there.
See if the 35 can get by the 78. The 78 just lets him go. Chris Romano is just getting out of the S's into that sharp right left-hand turn. And now Anthony Hall's in it. Less than 6 seconds. William Kern is right on the back bumper of Anthony Hall.
I assume we'll have some guys inside the pit window here with 18 laps to go coming up very soon.
Absolutely. I'm curious to see if Christopher Romano can make it to that 15 laps left mark. And I would not be surprised to see the top 3 pit with him.
Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do. You pit with them, you don't really change much. If you pit before him, you might can gain some time. You pit after him, you're probably going to lose time. I think they're all just praying that he has another black flag on pit road here. That's going to be Romano's biggest battle here, is getting down pit road clean.
Absolutely. We're going to go on board with William Kern for a lap to see if he can catch on to Anthony Hall. Definitely gaining some time. See if he can do it.
These guys are so good through this part of the track. And Hall goes wide. Kern's going to be able to pass him through the S's. Hall makes a mistake.
I believe that's his first real big one for a position tonight. And now Romano's got a little bit more running to do. Because when Kern gets a little bit of space, he becomes a lot faster.
It looks like Kern just drove off looks like Hall just drove off the track there. Not sure what happened. And Kern's pulling away from him. Maybe that's all Hall had.
Maybe so, and I'd be worried if I'm Christopher Romano, as now that lead went from 6 seconds to 4.
Yeah, you gotta wonder if Romano's saving what he's doing here. If he's saving, I can't imagine he's saving knowing he's gonna have to pit. I just wonder if he has a set of tires left.
I'm curious as well.
The way these guys are sliding later in the run, I can only imagine the tires are pretty critical here.
Absolutely. I mean, it's under 4 seconds now.
The 7 and 9 are still spread apart. Wilder's by himself. The 35's by himself. Happy and Grady are by themselves.
Everybody's pretty much by themselves, except for Justin Morgan and Dylan McLean.
McLean's still back, but look, he's still 10th place. So, like I said, you come away with a top 10 here. You can't be too hard on himself.
Absolutely. And
that might be his worst finish this season across the board.
Very well could have been, and you can't really beat yourself up because this is absolutely a tough track, especially in these trucks, as easy as they are to become loose.
And Kern is closing up to Romano very quickly. I believe that's way closer than 4 seconds.
I'm reading under 2 seconds at 1.6.
Well, unfortunately, I have to wait for the lap. each lap.
Kern is saving.
Would not be surprised.
Not Kern, I apologize. Christopher Romano is definitely saving. We'll look at the speed difference.
Maybe that's why he wanted such a big lead, is not necessarily to pit so far ahead, but maybe so he could use this time to save.
And I'm willing to bet we're going to see Chris Romano pit this time, along with William Kern. Kern is almost on the back bumper of Christopher Romano.
You gotta wonder how much of that is Kern and how much of that is Romano. I know you said Romano was saving, but I just wonder how much of that it was Kern able to just drive to him.
Absolutely, as they're almost side by side now.
Because Hall is nowhere in the picture. And Bryce Tucker is slowly but surely closing them back into COTA. They still got about a second between them there.
Absolutely.
But it was 3 seconds the last lap.
Say we get 16 laps of fuel. William Kern is still doing okay. Chris Romano's getting pretty low.
So that's my question here. So can Kern make it to the end?
I don't think so.
Because there's no way. There's 16 to 18 laps. We've got 15 laps to go. All these guys should have to pit again.
Absolutely, and then I think Kern's going to try to make a move for the lead before he pits.
I think this is where it's going to hurt Romano because I think he pit one less time.
Let's take a look and see how long it's been since they pit. Kern 8 laps, Romano 13 laps.
So it might just be the tires. He may just Kern just might have much better tires at this point.
Very well could be. But I would not be surprised to see Romano pit here. I mean, William Kern is all over him.
And this is the part of track where Kern's been making his passes, so... And he's not there to make it this lap.
Alex Gier is in the pit. William Kern's going to go in.
Interesting.
Definitely interesting for sure. And Romano still has a 6-second lead on Anthony Hall.
So this is where Romano needs to go as fast as he can to pull away from Kern. This is where Kern cannot make any mistakes in the pits. 7 pits.
Kern is getting a fresh set. And Romano needs to try and build that lead to William Kern as big as he can get it. About 31 or 32 seconds difference between pitting and that guy catching up to you. Sean Wilder is in the pits. He is out. And I'm curious because full set of tires.
The
and
78
gas.
Rex on pit road. Calls for the tow truck.
It takes 47 seconds or 46 seconds on a pit. Chris Romano is
Anthony
in.
Hall's pitting.
Let's see where Kern comes out. Kern needs no mistakes, and he'll have the lead.
Lap.
Black flag for Anthony Hall.
It looked like he was coming in very fast. It's unfortunate.
And here comes Kern down the straightaway. With Romano getting his left sides. Don't speed.
And Kern's going to have a decent lead here.
Yes, he is. He's going to have 4.5.
Boy, it might look like he was going very fast. I hope he didn't get a flag.
No flag for Christopher Romano.
And Kern's going to have a huge lead to the S's.
Yes, he is. He's got 4.5 seconds. I'm curious if Christopher Romano can cut that time down.
So just by pitting one lap sooner, that's how much time was gained there. Assuming that Romano didn't have any slip-ups.
Romano had a 46-second pit.
What was Kern's?
Kern was... Let's see. I gotta find it. 47.
And no, woo! I thought Kern had wrecked, but it was the truck that he just went by, the 77.
Oh no, the Romano went wide. Romano needs no mistakes. Justin Morgan has crashed. No, he hasn't. This thing is lying to me. And Romano's cutting down into that time, but does he have enough to catch William Kern?
Yeah, it's unfortunate for Anthony Hall there. I think he made a move on the 35.
Absolutely, and I mean, 5-second gap between Kern and Romano.
And he's got the lap car in front of him that's going to let him by, but that's valuable time.
It is he lost a tenth through that corner, 2 tenths.
I tell you what, if you want to see a car driving on edge, the 44, I'm sure, will be on edge the rest of the race.
Absolutely.
Trying to get back to the front.
He goes a little wide. He's cutting down into that lead, but he's got a lot of cutting down to do. So he goes wide again. As he is absolutely on edge as he is fighting that truck for it not to be loose. So he gets loose again. Just under 5.5 seconds. He's got another lap car of Dylan McLean in front of him. And Kern's kind of running away with it. He's extending that lead just about every corner.
It doesn't surprise me at all. I mean, Kern is one of the best drivers in this series. Doesn't matter what discipline.
Absolutely. Justin Morgan has a meatball. Let's see what happened to Justin Morgan. As he blew that corner right into that tire barrier. And all William Kern has to do is be smooth, and he can have this race won.
Everybody's pretty much spread out at the moment.
Yes, they are. I'm focusing on William Kern and Christopher Romano as Romano tries to cut down that lead, but it's just about a 6-second lead to William Kern. And as Kern is coming out of the S's, there's Christopher Romano.
You would think Romano would be closing in on him due to, his tires are lap pressure, but Kern does appear to be pulling away. He's got the lap car in front of us right now.
Yes, he does. I'm curious to see if Bobby Grady just moves out of the way or if he's going to make Kern race him. He's going to stay wide for Kern.
You gotta wonder what Romano is thinking right now, what he could have done different. But I don't see anything that he done wrong.
I don't either. Just that black flag could have cost him.
That well, the black flag, he was able to overcome that. I'm just saying the only thing that was different was that Kern pitted a lap sooner.
Absolutely. And with that happening, I know Romano's definitely going to be frustrated, leading a bunch of laps and to lose it in this fashion. Romano has not cut down that lead. Hardly any. As he gains a 10th, he loses 2. Kern goes wide and slides it a little bit. See if he can stay composed. Alex Gear has crashed. Manages to stay off track.
Showing that Romano has about a 4 seconds back now, 4.5.
Yes, he is. And Romano could be in a zone again. As he is cut into that lead a little bit. Kern needs to make no mistakes. Neither does Christopher Romano. Kern goes pretty wide. That first corner. Romano the same line. Kern needs 0 mistakes. Kern is a driver. He's always very composed and can manage to keep the truck under him, even in tense situations. Such as this one where he's trying to run away from Romano, who's led the most laps tonight, I believe. As he's led 27 of the 58 tonight.
Well, we got Rockingham tomorrow, Jace. What do you think about tomorrow night?
Definitely excited for Rockingham. Definitely going to be a more technical track on the schedule, as you have to manage your throttle and braking very well and manage the tire all in the same. So super excited. I feel confident about my qualifying laps, so I'm excited to see where it goes.
Qualifying is definitely going to be important. I'm going to look to try to qualify pretty decent tomorrow. I like Rockingham pretty good. I have issues getting off of 2, but as long as I can do that, I think I'll have a pretty decent race tomorrow.
Absolutely, and I mean, definitely qualifying in the front tomorrow is going to be the biggest factor. You definitely do not want to be in the middle of the pack at Rockingham.
Yeah, I'll be looking for you to have a good race tomorrow. Bounce back from last week.
Definitely looking forward to it. Put in a lot of practice. Even today alone, I probably put in 50 or 60 laps. Have yet to do an AI race on a harder difficulty, but we shall see if I will have time tomorrow. But I know for sure tomorrow, when I get home from work, there will be a lot of practicing going on before the race, if time willing.
Yeah, I'm looking to get some practice in before the race as well. Probably some tonight. Tomorrow, I'll be ready come race time.
Absolutely. I'm super excited. I'm looking to bounce back. I've got 2 wins on the season. No, 1 win on the season so far. I'm looking for that second one to get back the points lead from our teammate, actually, Ryan Stevenson. That race last week, Sean Happick and Bobby Grady have crashed. They look okay. Christopher Romano
has pulled away just a little bit from that lead that he had. Romano has dropped a little bit.
Yes, he has. As we see Romano pushing a little bit harder to try and make up some time, but unfortunately pushing a little bit harder makes the truck loose. There's only 8 cars in the lead lap, and Kern is right there to try and make it 7.
Tell you what, it's been a 2-hour race, but it sure hasn't felt like it. I feel like it's not been a long race at all.
No, it definitely hasn't. There's been a lot of action tonight. I'm just waiting to see what if Christopher Romano can make up that lead. It's gonna be tough. It's now up to 6 seconds with only 5 laps to go.
Yeah, the track like this, you're just hoping that the leader makes a mistake if you're Romano, because even then, you still gotta close in on him.
Absolutely, and
but Romano is well, that's Kern ahead of him there. Kern is catching Sean Happick right now.
And, I mean, if I'm honest, I want to see a little mistake from Kern to get the race a little bit closer to watch these guys battle it out.
Yeah, definitely would love to see some door-to-door action here at the end of the race. Had a good NASCAR race yesterday here in my backyard of North Wilkesboro. And Denny Hamlin was able to pull up to Joey Logano there at the end, and but Joey just ran a much better race, deserved that win last night.
Absolutely is. I mean, he's had a really tough season in its entirety, and to come out last night at North Wilkesboro for the first points race since I think it was 1997, and to lead the most laps and finish in first is pretty awesome. I think he qualified middle of the pack, and to come out and lead that race.
When he won that championship, I think North Wilkesboro race was what started that run he had that season. I believe it was the All-Star race 2 years ago.
Absolutely, and I mean, it could very well be the start of another run for him this year, as he desperately needs those points.
And then, Ron Blaney winning last week. Penske's on a run. They're going home tomorrow or next week in Indy.
Very excited for
Bubba Wallace will be going to defend his win, but the Fords are on the rise here.
Absolutely. Fords are usually pretty good on short runs, but they've been very, very good this season. Carson Ostavar has really surprised me as we see recently quickly seen his maturity level in the car rise.
And you could clearly see that no one pushed him to the win either. He definitely could have won that race 2 weeks ago, but you could see the guys didn't even they backed out of it.
Absolutely. I'm hoping to see more of Carson in the front and maybe get a second win on the season. As I mean, he's been pretty close a few times with no help last week, and when it comes to a draft and track like that, you definitely need some help. Bubba Wallace shooting at 3 wide was definitely an interesting move, as they got super wide there at Atlanta.
Yeah, ended up getting the black flag and put it tail in the longest line for Bubba Wallace. Well, Sean's just not going to pull over and let Kern by. I believe he's wanting to finish on the lead lap here. I figured he would have conceded the position, but he hasn't.
Absolutely, and I don't think Kern's really worried. I mean, he's still got 5 seconds. There's no reason to really push all that hard. Nicholas COTA with the black flag.
And Happy spins in front of Kern, but Kern's able to get through cleanly. Happy gets it back under himself. He's pulling away here. Romano's going to go by him as well.
This is going to be Romano's last chance, really, as he's under 5 seconds again.
But that really could have, the tables definitely could have turned there if Happy had spun the other way.
Absolutely, and now William Kern is coming up on the 77 car of Alex Kier, who's 3 laps down.
Just the way he hit the curb there, just spun his truck around. And yeah, Kern keeps getting into traffic here. Romano back to that 4.5 second gap.
Absolutely, and William Kern catching lap traffic could be the definitive of this race, but it doesn't look like he has anyone to pass left. See if I can find the map.
So COTA had a black flag. Bryce Tucker is 37 seconds behind. Wilder is 48 seconds behind. Wilder and COTA. COTA comes back out on the track, and him and Wilder are going to have a battle, but Wilder goes by him pretty easily.
The only person in front of Dylan McLean has crashed. Looks like he gets out okay. The only person in front of William Kern is that 7 who's going down to the straightaway right now. So Christopher Romano has to hope for a miracle here.
Yeah, he's going to have to do some wishing very soon, because they're coming with, what, 2 laps to go here.
This will be the white flag.
White flag. I don't know why I had 60 on my mind, but I did.
So we have William Kern in first, Christopher Romano in second, and Bryce Tucker in third. See if Kern can make it around. No mistakes.
It looks like Kern's going nice and easy.
Definitely needs to if he wants to come out with this win tonight. No need to push super hard, as you still have just under a 5-second lead. And even though William Kern is leading this race coming to the checkered flag, Chris Romano has been fantastic tonight, leading the most laps and maintaining position the way that he has, coming back from a black flag to finish second. As they go into the final turn, William Kern keeps it straight. He's going to be your winner here tonight at Circuit of the Americas. Chris Romano into second. And Bryce Tucker will be third.
All right, he's going to park it down there under the big American flag, and the guys are going to have to drive by him and look at him face to face, as he dominated that last run there.
Yes, he did, and Bryce Tucker comes around finish line for third place.
Well, iRacing, that's a nice shot by iRacing. Kern's parked there at the Echo Park logo and the American flag blowing in the background.
Yes, it is. This was a great, like you said, a very great stint for William Kern there at the end. Definitely a frustrating night for some of these guys, but a great run from the guys up front.
Well, you know, it goes back to the call he made early in the race. I remember you said that he pitted off sequence, and you know, it was able to make it work. Romano had the strategy. We thought the strategy to win the race, and fortunately, it didn't win the race.
Absolutely, as I think we'll begin to see William Kern burn it down here.
Bryce Tucker finishes third after having a drive through the beginning of the race. COTA 8 drives back to 5th after having that late black flag. Anthony Hall had a black flag and didn't really recover much, but he did finish 6th place. Joshua Morgan, the guy we haven't seen on the road course, stayed in the top 5 most of the race. Ends up in 7th, the last car on the lead lap.
Absolutely. Here comes William Kern for his victory burnout here.
Kern's going to burn it down. He's had a lot of practice. As many races that I've witnessed my own eyes of him dominating and winning over the last couple years. Across multiple series, William Kern's always been the guy, and he's showing why he's one of the best here in HVRL.
Absolutely, and then he's second in points, just behind Nicholas COTA, who also managed to walk away with the top 5 tonight. So really, really good race for him. And really quickly, we go over our results. Take a look at William Kern leading tonight. We're winning tonight. Christopher Romano in 2nd. And Bryce Tucker into 3rd. Bryce Tucker was the hard charger for tonight with 10 positions made from the beginning. Christopher Romano led the most laps. Anthony Hall with the fastest lap, and Christopher Romano with the pole position tonight. We had 4 different leaders tonight. So, of course, you have your William Kern, Chris Romano, Bryce Tucker in the top 3. Sean Wilder finishing 4th. Nicholas COTA finishing in 5th. Anthony Hall 6th. Joshua Morgan in 7th. Sean Happick in 8th. Bobby Grady in 9th. And Dylan McLean walking out with the top 10. Alex Keir in 11th. Justin Morgan in 12th. Wyatt Hicks in 13th. Justin Nava in 14th. Jim Duda in 15th. And I finished 16th. 58 laps down. Terrible race for me tonight. Terrible, terrible, terrible. So definitely a great race for these guys tonight. You know, it's always super cool. Oh, nope, that's not what I wanted. So as we'll see if these guys are ready, we'll go ahead and pull up our 3rd place finisher, Mr. Bryce Tucker. Starting that race off with a drive-through penalty. How do you feel that the rest of the race went for you?
Okay. I don't think I was prepared for the race to the level I should be, but overall, I guess a good result. P3 is strong. This truck on this track is very challenging. I had my settings pretty aggressive with the 6-to-1 steering ratio and my brake bias at a 57, but I was trying to get that rotation, which it had. The problem was if you just weren't light with it and easy with it for that long, it was easy to make some little hiccups here and there, and I did that. I just overheated my rear tires too often, so it killed me. But overall, not a bad race. Not a bad race. These guys in here are good, and that was that was a lot, man. It was a long race.
COTA is always a lot on the wrist and your arms, and especially when you have a long race like we did tonight in the championship series. But I mean, overall, a good finish for you, like you said.
Yeah. Not as good of a showing as it should have been. Kind of pride myself on the road course stuff, but this is a different beast when you're driving these trucks versus GT3, obviously completely different. So just got to learn the throttle management and a few different things, but overall, not too bad.
You said you could have been better prepared. I mean, you had a drive-through at the beginning of the race and made quick of it. I mean, you drove through the field. I think Jay said you passed the most cars today, so congratulations on a 3rd place finish.
Yeah, I appreciate that. There was just things, and I don't know that it would have changed the results. There's just things I could do better. I know in that race that would have made it a cleaner result, and just I would have felt better at the end of the night, if that makes sense.
It does, and I do say that you and the 9, man, it was great watching you guys battle almost the entire race.
Yeah, Cote's quick. He's really good. I think he must have got a drive-through or something from 20X, possibly, maybe. Something happened.
Definitely did,
Yeah.
but I mean, it was a super fun race, a lot of action tonight, which is not really surprising from this series, but with how big of a track it is and how many people we had tonight, I was expecting a little bit more distance between everybody, but that didn't really happen until the very last stint of the race. So, I mean, it was super exciting to watch. Exciting to see you come from the back to the very front and get a podium finish. But
Yeah, for sure.
before we
And there was a lot of jockeying in terms of who was where in that top 5, top 10, with pit strategies and maybe a drive through here or there or whatever had happened. But there was some guys changing positions and some good racing overall. I know coming out after stage 1 when we did the re-rack, there were 6 of us just bumper to bumper there for a while. I just kind of let out because I figured something would happen, and yeah, it was good though. It was fun.
Absolutely. I mean, like I said, super exciting race. It's a fun track, although it's definitely a tough track. Next week we go to North Wilkesboro. How are you feeling about it?
Don't even own it.
Oh man.
So
That's
I'm gonna
one
have
of
to.
the
Yeah,
short tracks.
Yeah, gonna have to buy it. They raced there this last weekend and with the next gen in real life. So um, should be good. Should be good. It's it's less than a mile. What is it, like 0.7 of a mile?
I believe
Something like
so.
that.
Yeah. No,
Oh, it's
I'm looking
fun,
forward
man.
to it. I'll purchase it here in the next couple of days and get to it after Thursday night's road series race.
Absolutely, man. Well, again, it was super, super cool to see you come from the back to the front. But before we let you go, is there anybody you want to shout out?
Yeah, you guys for taking the time to broadcast. Everybody in the league, all the admins, all the drivers. Great race tonight from everybody in here. And then my teammates, Sean Happick, Sean Wilder, and Bobby Grady. And then last but not least, my wife and my 2 girls.
Absolutely. Well, again, man, congratulations on your P3 finish, and maybe get to talk to you again next week.
Yep. Thank you, sir.
All right, that was Bryce Tucker in P3, and now we will pull up our second place finisher, Mr. Christopher Romano. I mean, what a great showing from you tonight, leading the most laps of 27 of the 58 laps. Walk us through your race and then that last stint of it as well.
Yeah, beginning was good. Me and Anthony were racing really hard. It was a lot of fun. We always race good with each other. That first pit stop came and he's got on pit road better than me, and he left faster than me, and he was beating me off. And it's like, okay, I just need to beat this man off pit road, and I sped a little too much. So iRacing police caught me, and that sort of set me back a lot. I had a 40-second hold, and then I saw the stage coming, so I hit again for the penalty. I fueled up again, took tires, and I just was able to stay on lead lap and stay out, and I didn't do math. I just sent it and was hoping for the best, and it worked out. I got second. Definitely think Kern had better race pace than me. But I was pushing a little too hard behind him and definitely overheated my stuff, I think. But it was a good race. I'll take second all day, just trying to get up in the points.
Absolutely. I mean, it was super fun to see you up front, and you definitely had us curious. You would catch him, and then you'd lose a little bit of time, and then you'd catch him again. Even at the very front of the beginning of the race with you and Anthony Hall, you'd catch him, and then you'd lose, and you'd catch him, and then you'd lose, and then you finally ended up passing him, and then you ran away with it. So none of that was uncommon to see from you, especially when you get to the front. You kind of just run away with it. How much practice did you have coming into this race this week?
I practiced over the weekend, and I was having some issues. I just couldn't really figure out the gearing, so I went on YouTube, the good old YouTube, and tried to find some stuff to just watch and learn the track, because I never really ran here before, and practiced today after work a lot, maybe like an hour and a half, 2 hours, and figured something out. Yeah, I was talking to Tucker. He gave me some advice too, and he definitely helped me out a bit there, and I was able to put it all together and put down a good lap for qualifying and start off good. So yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, we knew you would be one of the ones to watch. We both said at the beginning at the broadcast, you led most laps. My question is, I know you didn't win, but if I remember correctly, it looked to me like you took one less pit stop than everybody else, and then when you were out front, you were trying to get ahead as far as possible so that when you pit, you wouldn't lose a lot of time. But was that your game plan, or what were you looking to do there at that first stint?
My game plan was just to keep it up front, but after that penalty, I just sort of had to do something different from everyone else, and yeah, it worked out because I got second. But I really feel like if I didn't get that penalty, that's what really bit me. Just because I feel like I think I would have probably had a better shot at a win. Kern definitely had pace. Tucker had pace. I know Anthony got penalty too, but he had pace too, and it was going to be tough. But I think that penalty definitely set me back, fuel strategy wise for sure.
Right, well, man, it's a blast watching you. And like I said, me and Jace both will say we're glad you're racing for HBR, and we look forward to seeing you on the track next week.
Yeah, I'm happy you guys took me back.
It was a tough decision. No, man, it's always good to see you race, and good to see you racing for a team again as well. But with North Wilkesboro coming up next week, how are you feeling about that?
The short tracks I always think I'm not good at, but I always find pace. I know I'm able to keep it clean there and just hopefully find the right brake bias, all that stuff, and compete for the win. Again, I'm just trying to. I came in the series a little late, so I'm just trying to get some points and get into the chase comfortably to where I can sort of start going a little more aggressive, maybe. Of course, clean, but a little more aggressive for maybe some wins. So yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, man, I'll say this. You don't have the wins as much as McLean does, but I was set to say you're right on his coattails as far as dominant drivers across the board, man. Because no matter what series you guys run in, you guys are always up front.
Yeah, me and him, we definitely got pace. It's a lot of fun racing against him. I know last week we had a little tough race in there, but it was a good race, and he's got speed, man. I told him straight up, it's fun racing against him, so definitely expect to see him future tracks for sure.
Absolutely, man. Well, again, congratulations on your P2 finish, and maybe we get to talk to you again next week.
Sounds good, guys. Have a good night.
You as well.
See ya.
And then last but very not least, we have William Kern, our winner tonight. You had a great race. I mean, I feel like you either started in the middle or closer to the back of the field and drove your way up there, and then once you got to the front, you were impossible to catch. Walk us through your race and how it went for you.
Oh, that EOL was not fun, man.
It was for us.
Yeah. Trying to get through traffic was not fun. And then once I got to lap like 5 or 6, I was like, yeah, I'm still in traffic. I'm coming in. I pit early, topped off. That got me to the end of stage 1. I wanted to be out there by myself and run some good laps. When you get behind slower cars or whatever, it kills your momentum. You can't see your line in front of you. It's not fun. It's fun for you guys, like you said, but not for me.
Well, I just enjoyed watching you drive through the field.
I mean, yeah, you should have seen it from the cockpit. I mean, wasn't that fun? Yeah, stage 1 win. Stage 2, I wasn't sure if I was gonna get it. I don't know. I guess he either ran out of fuel or was gonna run out. I saved just enough to make it one more lap. So that got me stage 2 win. And then stage 3, Romano, I think it was right in front of me, and he was kind of slowing me up a bit. It's like I said, once you get behind a truck, you can't see your line. It just throws you off. So I pit earlier than what I wanted to and what my pit crew was telling me to do, and I'm like, nope, I'm pitting. Came in, got freshies, came back out, and yeah, I guess somebody sped or whatever down pit road, so that kind of helped me out too. I think it was Romano said he did.
Yeah,
and then Hall had a black flag as well.
Yeah,
it'd have been interesting to see what happened there at the end if they didn't get their black flags. But and everybody that knows me in this league knows that I'm not the one to win a road course. So
Well, I was going to ask you because I think you said last week or last time you were in the booth that you weren't really a road course racer, and so we're looking forward to see how you compared against everybody else.
Lots of determination and practice, man. I've been trying to get better at road courses. Obviously it's starting to show, but it felt good. I didn't lose it tonight at all, and just nice and consistent. The S's, I felt like I was faster than everybody through the
You
S's,
were flying through the S's.
which is great. You know, just them S's can really slow you down, and
We noticed that.
yeah, I kind of, I don't know, man. Like every time I get up to somebody in the S's, I would just catch them so fast. I'm like, holy cow. Uh, but yeah, it was a fun but not fun track.
So we're expecting to win tomorrow night then too, since we're at Watkins Glen.
Yeah, hold my beer.
Well, I'll say this: we know how you race on an oval. You're super fast there, and you've definitely shown pace tonight at a road course. I looked at lap times for about 10 laps or so. You were faster than the entire field by almost 0.5 of a second for 10 straight laps on old tires. So the practice you put in definitely showed. And I think a lot of the speed was definitely different gearing. We've seen some people riding through the S's in third gear, some people riding through second, and then a few people who never hit first gear. So definitely a difference there. But I don't think you can't say that you're not a road course racer anymore because that last stint, once you got up front, you pretty much dominated and didn't let anybody get close to you.
Yeah, there were times that you were just watching you battle people, and you just was much better than they were in certain parts of the track.
Yeah, there's not a lot of passing zones here, man. You got to really pick and choose your battles. And once I got up to the back of them, I just some people moved out of the way, some people didn't, and which is fine, man. This is racing, no problem. Just challenge. I just got to take my time, and either they screw up or I take a different line than them, able to get next to them. So. As far as tomorrow, Wednesday night, I am looking forward to that. I do like open wheels, F1s, Indies, anything like that on road courses. I love them. So we'll see what happens at the Glen.
Well,
yeah, I'm looking forward to it as well.
As far as that goes, I think you'll finish really well there, as you do very, very solid in the Indy Series as well. But coming back to the Championship Series, next week we go to North Wilkesboro. How are you feeling about that track?
That is a tough track. It's a tough track. It's a short track. Yeah, I don't know. I've won there before, but I don't think I've really won there or been in the trucks. I'm not sure. I'll have to look back at my memories and everything.
How long's it been since you raced there? Because it's a new layout, right?
I haven't been there since the new layout.
It's way different, but I like both of them.
Yeah, the older Wilkesboro is the one that I've been on before, so we'll see what the new one brings. And that was the one they raced this weekend, right?
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. That looked like a pretty fun track. I'll have to throw some practice in on it and see what I can do. I know the old one was rough as heck, so it'd be interesting to see the new pavement on it.
Side note, are you still in the session?
No.
All right. I was gonna say I found a sick picture of you. You probably get a better picture than I did, but where you're parked on the logo behind the American flag. I don't know if you knew that or not, but it looks sick.
Yep, send it.
All right.
Well, all right, man. Again, congratulations on your first place finish, and we hope to get to speak to you again next week.
Appreciate it, man, and as always, appreciate you guys up in the booth.
Absolutely, man. You have a great night.
You too.
Well, all right, Shane. I thought that was a pretty good race. There was a lot of action. Definitely more than I thought there was going to be for the stint of the race. But super exciting. You can't really be mad at it. Any notes from you?
Yeah, the ending, we kind of got stalemated there at the end, but, at that point of the race, the guys kind of knew where you were at with your truck, and you were either in it or you weren't. And Kern was able to just capitalize on that last pit stop, I think. That's what ultimately won the race. Romano was able to bounce back from his penalty. But, the guys that should have been at the front were at the front, and they made best use of the road course.
Absolutely will. As always, we appreciate everybody at home watching. And And we hope to see you guys next week at North Wilkesboro.
My hometown.
Yes, sir. Super excited for that race, and we wish everybody a good night.